Welcome back and thank you so much for watching our recent videos about hiring and on how to land a job as an ALT here in Japan. So as promised, for today's video, we are going to talk about the interview process of these companies who are hiring assistant language teachers. Let's get it on! And as I mentioned on our second video, that most of the interviews are done online. Medyo bihira na po ang mga face-to-face na interview because of the location of the main office or the branch office of your company of choice. So what are the things that you have to prepare before the interview? Number one, you have to impress with your dress. Yun nga, first impression lasts. So, kailangan presentable ka and professional kang tignan. Most of the time, they prefer you to wear suits. Well, of course, hindi naman all year round na malamig sa Japan. So, they have this, cool breeze. So, you can dress down a little bit, but not so much. So, you can wear like summer suits and some polo shirts na panloob. So, that's already fine. But preferably, if you're still wanting to nail this job interview, I would advise you to wear full suits. And again, since online naman ito, di naman kayo patatayuin, so just wear yung top part. And what else are we supposed to prepare for? Of course, your big smile. Do not forget to bring that with you. And of course, aside from your appearance, you should be mentally ready. Maraming questions na about ALT jobs ang itatanong sa inyo. So might as well have a research. Meron tayong Google and lalong-lalo meron tayong YouTube. Napakaraming YouTube videos na makabibigay sa inyo ng mga ideas on how the job is done. So it can either be public or private setup. So why am I telling you this? Bakit? Nag-uumpisa nga ako mag-ALT dapat alam nilang wala akong alam. No, you should know at least the basics of how to do the job. So yan is for us to impress the interviewer that we are really interested to do the job. So prior to your job interview, you really wanted to know what the industry is about, what services we provide, and how do we really do our job properly. So since we have all the resources and they are free, utilize them. Number 3. So you also have to be ready on how you're going to incorporate the learnings that you had from your previous job to the job that you are wanting to nail by this time. So since nag-apply tayo as an ALT, you should know how to relate the learnings that you've got from your previous job since you're resigning from that job, right? And to move to this new industry. Lalong-lalo na kapag hindi related yung previous job mo, to the ALT job. So for those who are coming from a language school or Eikaiwa here in Japan, it's easy for them to relate their job since it's also part of the teaching industry here. So this is one thing that you should also be ready of because they would definitely compare those two jobs that you have. So, yung ALT job and then the previous job. They will also try to understand why are you trying to leave your previous job for this specific role that you want to be in. At ito na magiging chance ninyo para ma-elaborate ninyo kung bakit nyo gustong magturo dito sa Japan. So, you can also say that your passion is to really teach, to motivate kids, to be an ambassador of cultural exchange and the like. So it depends on your your goal, of course. Pwede mo na rin siyang ibenta dito sa part na to. So again, you have to be ready. You have to think of a way to relate your learnings from your previous job to this ALT job. And number 4, you might be wondering if Japanese level is really needed for this type of role. The answer is 50-50 po tayo dito. Because there are schools which require ALTs who are fluent in Japanese, so at least they can easily talk about the lessons and they can plan thoroughly, especially for elementary schools. Most of the teachers in elementary schools here in Japan cannot express themselves thoroughly. Hindi nila kayang i-express yung ideas nila in English. So, kaya prefer nila ang mga ALT na nakakapagsalita ng Japanese. And most of the positions here in Japan, like teaching positions here in Japan, are mostly coming from elementary schools. So, if you can speak Japanese, then you have an advantage. So, to those who have zero Nihongo, like as in arigato gozaimasu lang ang alam, don't worry, it's okay. So most likely the companies will definitely place you to positions to junior high school positions where teachers can definitely speak perfect English, I should say. Not all teachers, I mean the Japanese teachers of English. So, most of them, di ko naman nila lahat, maybe 90% of those teachers na na-meet ko naman in junior high school level can definitely speak perfect grammar and write perfect grammar. And they follow tenses. So, definitely magkakaintindihan kayo. And one piece of advice is that, again, free ang information online. You might want to research in advance on how to deal with these types of teachers, because we just don't know, these companies or your interviewer might ask these questions to you. Number 5. So, hindi ko naman nilalahat ng companies, right? But most of the companies who will interview you will request for a demo lesson. Right there. So let's say, for this type of interview, nagugustuhan ka na ng interviewer, right? Humahaba ni usapan ninyo. Then, they might say, are you ready for a class demonstration? So, I'll pretend to be the student and this is gonna be your material. I will give you 5 to 10 minutes to prepare for your lesson or whatever topics they want you to focus on. Bibigyan kayo ng time to prepare, and then you can just go back to the call and proceed with it. So most of the companies will do that, but some meron din yung first, second, and third interview. So parang nilalagay nila per level. So first is getting to know you more. Second is meron tayong demo lessons, and then third is behavioral interview. Meron din namang companies na all-in-one, andun na attack. Pag hindi ka nakapasa, out ka na, hindi ka na aabot for the, hindi ka na aabot dun sa demo, and or hindi ka na aabot dun sa behavioral interview. So for the behavioral interview naman, isa sa mga question is, kung gaano ka kadalas umuwi ng bansa mo. So, let's say you go home or you visit your home country once a year, then tatanong nila mga anong buwan. Or if they will also ask you kung gaano ka kasakitin. Ganyan. Why is it important for them to know this? Because hindi ito parang factory na it's okay for you to leave and then they can just look for someone to replace you at that point. We have students waiting for you, and their learning curve might be affected because of the new teacher trying to do the substitution for you. Right? Like taking over due to your absence. So, maaapektuhan yung learning curve nila. Kaya, crucial din na crucial ang attendance for this industry. That's why do not take it negatively against these companies who are asking about your absenteeisms or kung gaano kayo kadalas umuwi sa inyong country. So that will be all for this video, and I'm going to create another video for interview tips. So please stay tuned and wait for the next video. Tutuloy po natin tong interview topic natin about ALT jobs. Hanggang sa muli! See you!